footage changed everything. What was once just a feeling and uncomfortable tension you couldn't quite put your finger on suddenly became undeniable. Frame by frame, second by second, the slow-motion reveal told a story that every Caitlin Clark fan had feared for weeks. Jacy Sheldon didn't just make contact. She drove her knee fully extended momentum forward straight into Caitlin Clark's groin. It wasn't incidental. It wasn't a brush or a bump or a questionable play. It was targeted. It was violent. And worst of all, it happened right in front of a referee who watched the entire thing unfold. Did absolutely nothing. Caitlin's reaction said it all. No flopping, no theatrics. Just raw, honest pain. Her face twisted. Her hands instinctively clutched the injury, and yet the whistle never blew. Play continued. The cameras kept rolling. And the league's most valuable star was left hunched over, fighting back tears while the game ignored her agony. This wasn't an accident. This was a statement. That single play confirmed what fans, analysts, and even teammates had been whispering about for weeks. Caitlin Clark isn't just being defended. She's being hunted. She's being punished, game after game, for daring to be great. For being too good, too fast, and too beloved. The resentment that's been festering under the surface of the WNBA has finally boiled over. Now with this new angle and this disturbing footage, there's no hiding it. Sheldon's knee wasn't the beginning. It was the climax of a brutal trend. Just a few games ago, it was an eye poke. For that, a blindside shove, a stomp, a clothesline. Hard fouls that somehow never warranted a review. It's always just tough defense. But how many groin shots, elbow checks, and uncalled hacks have to happen before we admit the obvious? This isn't just basketball. It's targeted violence. The league's silence is screaming approval. Fans exploded. The moment that footage hit the internet, it detonated. Sheldon's knee trended instantly. Comment sections flooded with outrage. Replays circulated in every angle, imaginable standard speed, zoomed in, slow-mo, high def. You couldn't scroll past it. Everyone saw it. Everyone knew what it was. Yet the league stayed quiet. Caitlin's pain wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. The pain of being the reason the league is thriving, yet being treated like an inconvenience. Like her stardom is a problem to be solved, not a miracle to be protected. She didn't lash out. She walked it off face. Pale breath, shallow, and kept competing. That's who she is, a warrior. But even warriors break, because this isn't just one bad hit. It's her fourth groin, or quadrilated injury in just over 3 months. Her body is giving out, and the league is doing nothing to stop it. No protective whistles. No league-wide memos. Not even a press release from Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. Just silence. And that silence is betrayal. Even Caitlin's brother, the typically quiet one, had enough. He took to social media and went nuclear. Called out the refs. Demanded justice. Demanded anyone be held accountable for letting his sister get kneed in the groin like it was part of the game plan. And he's not wrong. Everyone saw it. Everyone knows it wasn't a regular foul. Yet it's being treated like it didn't even happen. And what about Caitlin? She's expected to show up for the next game like it's business as usual. Expected. To slap on a smile, sign autographs, and carry the Indiana fever on her bruised, battered frame. Expected to pack arenas, inspire girls, drive viewership, and break records, all while being physically broken herself. And fans? They're breaking. 2. They're canceling tickets. It's calling for leadership changes. Begging NBA Commissioner Adam Silver to intervene because they've completely lost faith in Cathy. Engelbert and the WNBA's ability to protect its most important asset. You want to know how bad it's gotten? The All-Star Game, the leagues. Crown jewels just days away. It's in Indiana. It's in front of her home fans. The court was practically painted for Caitlin Clark. She's on all the posters. The fans bought tickets for her. The league planned their entire marketing push around her. And now, there's a real chance she won't even be able to suit up. The one person everyone came to see might be watching in street clothes with ice on her groin because the league let her get assaulted with zero accountability. Let's be clear. If this had happened to LeBron James, to Kobe Bryant, to Michael Jordan, there would have been chaos. Front page news, emergency press conferences, player suspensions, league-wide outrage. But Caitlin, the one who resurrected the WNBA from irrelevance? She gets a knee to the groin in silence, and now we're seeing the backlash, the ripple effects, the cracks in the foundation. This moment, this knee is not just a play, it's a tipping point. Fans have been incredibly loyal. They've shown up, they've waited in long lines, paid premium prices, supported Caitlin through everything. But now they're starting to ask, ... Why? Why support a league that doesn't support her? Why buy tickets to games that end with Caitlin hurt, humiliated, and ignored? Why cheer for a team when the refs seem to be cheering for her downfall? Why keep watching when the officiating has turned into something darker than just bad calls, something that feels intentional? And here's the hardest part. Caitlin is trying. Every single night, she suits up. She plays through injuries. She answers every question at the podium. She never blames teammates. She never calls out officials. She just grits her teeth and tries again, even after getting kneed in the groin, even after her legs are taped from hip to knee, even after she's limping through the fourth quarter. But how long can she keep doing this? How long before her body says enough? How long before her spirit breaks entirely? Because that's what we saw on the bench after the Sheldon hit. Not just pain, not just discomfort, real soul-deep fatigue. A towel draped over her head, eyes red, shoulders shaking. She wasn't just hurt, she was shattered. And for the first time, it didn't look like Caitlin Clark could bounce back. It looked like she might walk away, and what then? What happens if she decides her health and happiness are worth more than carrying a league that refuses to carry her? What if she skips the All-Star game? What if she pulls a Brittany Griner and plays overseas where the referees are held accountable and the rules are enforced? What happens when the face of the WNBA decides she's had enough? Because right now, that's not far-fetched. That's not alarmist. That's real. And if it happens, it won't be her fault. It'll be the league's, the refs, the silence.
Out.
The refusal to protect the one player responsible for putting the WNBA on the map. And let's talk about the media. The same media that built Caitlin up is now tearing her down, or worse, ignoring her altogether. Where were the headlines after the Sheldon hit? Where were the primetime segments, the outrage, ESPN debates? Nowhere. In fact, some outlets dared to mock her, called her soft, said she couldn't handle the pressure. But let's get real. Caitlin Clark is being physically assaulted game after game and showing up like nothing's wrong. If anything, she's too tough for her own good. And the league is abusing that. Even her fan base isn't safe anymore. Videos are surfacing of fans being escorted out of arenas for cheering too loudly or sticking up for Caitlin. Memes mocking her supporters are going viral. And yet none of this happens for other stars. They're protected. Their fan base is celebrated, but not Caitlin. She's being painted as a problem instead of the solution. And that's the ultimate betrayal. All she ever asked for was fairness. Equal treatment. A chance to compete without getting chopped down every time she touches the ball. And somehow, that's too much. Caitlin Clark changed the game. She filled arenas that were once half empty. She made little girls believe again. She gave the WNBA its moment. But instead of thanking her, the league has made her a punching bag. A target. A marketing tool without protection. And now, the fans are done. The patience is gone. Goodwill is evaporating. The Sheldon knee to the groin wasn't just another play. It was the moment the WNBA lost its innocence. It was the moment fans realized the league they love might not love their star back. And if Caitlin walks, she won't walk alone. She'll take the fans, the energy, the relevance, and the hope with her. This is a warning shot. The footage is real. The pain is real. The silence is damning. And the time to fix it is now. If you stand with Caitlin Clark, if you believe she deserves protection, respect, and fairness, drop a comment below and write, "Protect CC." Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because this story is far from over. And you won't want to miss what happens next.